Hi, this is Julia M. Spencer. I'm a real estate advisor, investor, and your #1 source for real estate advice online. Welcome to sunny California. I'm actually making this video in my hotel room here today. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that you should not ever do if you want to have a successful business. And of course, you can still do those things and have a successful business, but you're going to age very fast and you're going to die very soon and early, and you're not going to have a lot of enjoyment in life. So, and this video came about because talking to some people, trying to meet up with people, and it seems like the people that I personally believe are very successful people have a lot of time. Do not underestimate the value of your time. Your time is the most valuable asset that you'll ever have, and it also is irreplaceable. So here are some of the tips that I want to give you with this very brief video as I'm getting ready here to go downstairs to a real estate conference. And by the way, let me just give you a little update on that. It's a conference about how to make money with real estate. A friend of mine is hosting it. He invited me. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pitch fest, so if it gets too far down the road of stuff I don't want to do, I'm probably going to skip out. But he put a lot of effort into this, and I want to see it, and I want to encourage him and give him good feedback. And I'm excited to also hopefully maybe meet some cool people. But I'm not here to buy stuff or anything like that, so it's more like an educational thing. And I want to bring the information to you, too, on my radio show as soon as I have a chance to get back and absorb the information and everything. But here are some tips of some of the things that you should never ever do when you set up your business. This is why it's very important to kind of have the long-term vision, and I'm talking like 20 years down the road, because you have only a limited amount of time on this earth, and the people around you, especially if you have kids or family or parents maybe are getting older, the time with them is very valuable. The time with your children as they're growing up is very valuable, so it's very important to make sure that you structure your time very carefully when you start a business. But you want to be successful and you want to support everybody. So, so here's my first tip. I really can't stress the importance of outsourcing. You need to find good people and you need to let them do their job, and you cannot micromanage them. You cannot look over their shoulder, tell them they did this and this wrong. Just let them do it. You know, if it's a grave mistake and error, make sure that you correct it. You know, get rid of the non-performers, get different people, and keep cycling them through until you have the team that's going to help you get to where you want to be. Outsource, outsource, outsource. I made a video about this before. Can't stress this enough. Just about everything that you do every day can be outsourced if it relates to your business. Now, mind you, you don't outsource because you can't do something. There's a lot of things that I, for example, can't do. I can't, or not do very well. I can't do a website very well. It'll take me forever. I get very frustrated and angry. There's a lot of responding to messages on Airbnb, my vacation rentals, that I can't do because it would take all day long. But these are all the things you need to find good people to help you with. Of course, you know, vacation rental management, the whole entire spiel of cleaning, maintenance, repairing stuff, buying things, all of that I cannot do. I wouldn't be able to be here at this conference, clear across the country, and still be able to host guests on the East Coast if I wasn't outsourcing. So outsourcing is one of the biggest things that you need to learn how to do, and you need to learn how to do it well and efficiently so that you don't cut into your profit so much that it's not worthwhile to run your business. The second thing is very important actually, and that is to not give a crap. You need to learn how to not give a crap. And you've heard this before, don't sweat the small stuff. That's a very accurate thing, but you really need to focus on what it is that you need to do, and you need to not let people affect you with their problems. People are going to approach you with problems all day long. I mean, and the more successful you get, the more people are going to come with their problems to you. I mean, I have problem guests, I have problem employees, I have people that get sick. Let me just give you an example here. I was actually trying to meet up with somebody who's a very successful business person here recently, and it seems like he never has time. Never has time to hang out with me, never has time to meet me when I'm in town. He's there, not available because somebody's sick, there's so many people out, there's so much stuff that needs to be done, we have all this other stuff. I'm like, look, you just bought yourself your own prison. I mean, I'm not saying that some people really love being a workaholic, and if that's what you live for and that's what you thrive on, but if you hate it, then you need to learn how to not give a crap about the little stuff, don't sweat the small stuff, and outsource. Those are the two most important things. And of course, if you're a person like me, I used to, anyways, easily get upset and offended if people were presenting me with problems. I would take them personally. Somebody was complaining about something wrong at one of my vacation rentals, or if somebody was complaining about a work situation or just anything, you know. I've actually had maintenance people complaining to me about blah, 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 house broke, and I'm like, you know, I used to actually take it really personally and try to fix it. But at some point you need to step away from this and realize that you need to have your own life, which is separate from your business. You need to stop giving a crap, especially about the small stuff. Now, I'm not saying that you don't need to take care of the things that need to be taken care of, but you need to definitely understand which things matter and which ones don't. And you almost like need to, when a problem pops up, put it in the A, B, or C category. If it's a C category, you give it no time at all. If it's a B category, make the phone call immediately or contact somebody immediately to take care of it, and don't worry about it the rest of the day. Now, if it's an A category problem, then that's the problems that you take care of. And you would be surprised how many problems you can eliminate and how much time you can save yourself with that kind of approach. And last but not least, which kind of goes into not giving a crap, is to learn how to respond but not react. Because once you get emotional about any kind of situation, and this is my fluffy video for today, I guess, once you get emotional about any kind of situation where people are actually positively attacking you or positively trying to get a response from you, and I have people like this all day long, every day, just pinging personal issues too. And at some point, you need to just learn how to step away from your emotional internal being, step out of that, and respond to get a resolution to whatever problem it is, and not react. Because once you react, you start getting emotional, you get distracted from being able to think through the problem and find a solution, and nobody's served with that. And also, it's going to make you look ridiculous and non-professional. Here's the last thing that kind of summarizes everything. When you start a business, any business, I don't even know how to best say this. I'm just going to blurt it right out. You need to not build a business that's circled around you doing stuff. And I used to, when I first started being a business person back when I was 26 years old when I started my first business. And it had nothing to do with real estate. It was actually a consulting firm. I was consulting for an IT company that had contracts with the US government, and I was an IT consultant. And it was kind of like a fancy term of me just being paid as an individual contractor to go and sit in the cubicle all day and do the same job that everybody else is doing that was employed by that company. But I was not employed by that company. I was just getting an hourly wage that I had negotiated, and I had to take care of all my benefits myself. Now, the wage, of course, made up for the difference, and I made actually a little bit more, but the fact was I had to be at my job 8 hours a day for a total of 1,920 hours a year, which is how much everybody that has a normal job actually works in a year. It's, believe it or not, it's 1,920 hours a year. That's with 2 weeks of vacation and your 10 whatever holidays that you get per year. So what I did essentially is I established a business around me having to do stuff. There was no way of growth. There was no way to add another person. There was no way to replace me. The company wanted me. They wanted me sitting in that seat, my warm butt in that seat, and that's the only way I was going to get paid. And that was my business. And it was a really, really bad business model. It was not, I couldn't grow it. It was not scalable. It was not, I couldn't expand it. It's just like having a job. Actually, it was worse than having a job because you had to chase them down for the money, and you had to deal with all the human resource crap that normally an employer would take care of for you. So don't build a job around you having to do stuff. And even if you have a business where you don't personally have to do all that little stuff, and you have maybe 90 or 100 people working for you, if you have to chase people down and make excuses that you can't do something because somebody somewhere is sick and you have to jump in and take care of whatever it is, bad business model. You need to have people doing this for you. You don't need to be doing small stuff. You need to be on the upper level here. You don't need to be at the lower level replacing anybody. And this is why I advocate for you to always check into real estate investing. I mean, quite honestly, I'm into it for the money, of course, like everybody else, and it's very lucrative to me. But I also do a lot of it on my consulting side, which I do for fun because I like to help people. And I publish my ebooks, which is a lot of fun to me too, because that gives me a little bit of creative output. But the reason why I do real estate is I really don't have to be anywhere at any time. I don't need to, I didn't buy a job where I have to do anything. My real estate will generate money whether I'm sitting here in San Diego where I am right now, go to this conference down there, or go to a coffee shop, or go to Costa Rica, or go to a month to Europe. Doesn't matter. My real estate will still make money. I may have to pay a little bit more for people to take care of stuff while I'm gone, but the point is I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything and still generate the same amount of money that I would normally make, or close to it anyways. And you make adjustments for that. But if you are the only person that needs to be present and do stuff for that business to run that day, or any day, or for most of the days, you have the wrong business model. That's of course my personal opinion. You can take it or leave it, but and of course if you're a workaholic and you love that stuff and you want to be involved and do stuff every day, all the power to you. But I prefer to go on a nice joyride here in my little Chrysler that I rented today. And I'm probably going to skip out of this conference probably a little bit sooner than I should. But I'm going to enjoy California while I'm here, and I'm not going to sit in a conference room all day long. That's not my idea of fun. And I hope the people that are there instigating the whole thing or making the whole thing happen aren't upset at me very much for doing that. But, in any case, don't set your business up around you having to do stuff. That's my biggest advice, I guess, with this video and how to be successful. This is how you're going to be a more calm, more relaxed person. You don't age as fast. You're going to have more joy in your life. And go out there and enjoy the time with your friends and family, or with your children, with your parents. Don't work yourself to death. It's workaholism. I've been there, I've done that. I'm glad I did it, and I never want to do it again. So for more advice and tips, go to my website. By the way, people, subscribe, like this video, share it, leave comments. I read them all, I really do. And it means a lot to me that I have all you subscribers to listen to my videos and give me feedback. And I do appreciate the negative feedback too, so if you want to be critical, feel free. I don't delete any comments unless they have bad words in them, just for the other people's sake. But I do appreciate all your feedback and input, and I look forward to read it all. And my website's at the bottom of this video, Julia M. Spencer. Subscribe, check out my ebooks, and I look forward to hear from you. Give me ideas of more videos to make. Have a great day.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.